Hey, welcome to the episode of Chadz Beer Reviews. Doing yet another beer that I got my last two for. Great, big surprise. This is another one from Kuhnhenn Brewing. I don't know how to pronounce it. Creme Brule, Imperial Creme Brulee Java Stout. Malt beverage with coffee, 8.5 ABV. And it's funny, on the back it says intense aromas of vanilla, caramel, and coffee. Well, who cares about the aromas? I want to know about the taste. Alright, so I poured it into the Chadz Beer Reviews personalized 12-ounce pint glass, and yeah, that is like super deep black. It's almost purple in a certain light. It did pour at about a thumb width of foam, but it did kind of fizzle away like a soda. There's a little bit left. Yeah, okay, I definitely get coffee and chocolate on this one. And it's funny, speaking of which, I was just reading up the description. It says they have, so it's coffee, chocolate, vanilla, and caramel. So it's basically like all those Southern Tier Blackwater series beers from, 10, 15 years ago. Loved all those. I think they kind of rolled them all into one with this beer. But anyway, yeah, I would say real lovely chocolate and coffee, almost like coffee ice cream. Well, like chocolate coffee ice cream. Yeah, definitely get the vanilla. Yeah, I mean, it just smells very sweet. Yeah, it smells really sweet, but I can tell, like, there's a little bit of like the roasty stout underneath there. It doesn't smell super fake to me. I don't get the alcohol either. But yeah, this just smells like it's gonna be absolutely decadent. So hopefully it is. Cheers. Yeah, that is really rich and sweet. I don't know much about this brewery, but I think every beer that I've had from them has been either like a pastry stout or like a barrel aged beer or something. And like I compare this to Southern Tier on the aroma, and yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's like all those Southern Tier Blackwater series rolled into one. So I would say I get like the vanilla and the caramel up front. In the back end, I get the like a dark chocolate and then also like the actual coffee roastiness to it. I will say, like, yeah, it's very sweet. I would not call it. Oh, okay, maybe borderline cloying. I was gonna say it's not really cloying because, like, yeah, the aftertaste is, yeah, very. It's like a sweet aftertaste. Same thing when you eat candy, you have like that, very sugary aftertaste. I'm getting that here. The base brew is a little obscured. It's funny. Like, I was gonna say this is only 8.5 ABV, which, by today's standards, isn't all that imperial anymore. Well, I mean, it's definitely a strong beer for sure, but it's, you're not gonna really get a lot of alcohol distraction on, this type of beer. Oddly enough, I thought the body would be a little bit bigger than it is. I probably call this like medium full. Plenty dextrinous. Has like the a texture to it. Carbonation's kind of low. Probably about low. Yeah, it's kind of like drinking a make your own Sunday bar if you put like all the toppings in. I think probably chocolate kind of dominates because to me this tastes like a chocolate candy bar, like especially milk chocolate. The coffee is a little subtle. It's just kind of leaving like the bitter coffee aftertaste. I'd probably go with like pastry stout first, coffee second. It probably didn't even really need the coffee. In fact, I looked it up and they do have a regular creme brulee version. Speaking of creme brulee, the Southern Tier one always had like an actual creme brulee flavor to it, like the actual like custard, even like a little bit of the scorched sugar on it. I really don't get like literal creme brulee on this one. It's just very, very chocolatey. I mean, it's chocolate and vanilla, so it's kind of like a milk chocolate flavor. It's lacking like the scorch quality or like just like that particular custardy flavor, which I always thought the Southern Tier creme brulee was like super, super sweet. But it did taste like the real thing. This one is also pretty darn sweet, but not overly sweet. But doesn't really have the actual creme brulee flavor, which is okay. I mean, it still tastes really, really good. Yeah, so it's like decadent sweetness up front, coffee, roasty bitterness on the finish, slight drying sensation, slight faint heat from the alcohol, but otherwise, yeah, really tasty. All right, so before we get into the score, gotta plug Tavor. I thought this was like dirt cheap on there. It was like only $5.49 for. I mean, that's only a 12-ounce can instead of 16, but considering the beer and everything, I think that's a great deal. So if you want to sign up with Tavor, which I highly recommend, use my referral code or scan that QR code, and it gets you $10 off your first purchase. All right, so my score for the Imperial Creme Brulee Java Stout. This one's really, really good. This is like what I think of when I think of a pastry stout. I will say, like, that being said, I think it's a little... They probably have, like, a little bit more flavors in here than they actually need. And like I said, it's kind of lacking the, like, literal creme brulee flavor that the Chadz Beer beer has. But otherwise, yeah, this is a great Imperial Stout. Really sweet, rich, decadent, all that. And actually pretty well balanced, too. So I'm going to give a 9 to the Kuhnhenn Creme Brulee. Oh, Java Creme Brulee, I should say. Anyways, I'm Ram. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. I will see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chadz Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.